Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Renault Quid. Powered by PolicyBazaar.com and OLX Cash My Car.
Good evening and welcome. A letter written by the Sunni Waqf Board to the three-member mediation panel on Ayodhya has revealed an explosive secret. This is a Republic Network super exclusive. And ladies and gentlemen, please pay close attention to what I'm about to share with you now. While this mediation panel said to all of us and to the court that it had failed to find a solution to the Ayodhya dispute, and we all believed it, the Sunni Waqf Board letter, of which I have a copy I believe to be true, says it had almost reached, in its own words, and don't be shocked by this, ladies and gentlemen, a definitive settlement on Ayodhya. Can you believe it? Now, this is no wild claim. I'm not making this up. Because the Sunni Waqf Board writes to the members of the mediation panel themselves. You can't lie about a person or a body to that person or body themselves. So the news is that this panel, which included Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, had reached a solution. But then they claimed that they had not. Why would anyone claim defeat when they had in fact achieved or come tantalizingly close to a historic victory? Why would you deny an end to the Ayodhya controversy when it had been actually reached? What's going on? Who's putting pressure? Is there some hidden agenda there? What is the real story? Is this letter true? And if this letter is true, then pray tell us, why are 130 crore Indians being told that there is a fight over Ayodhya when the fact is that in reality, there actually isn't any? I mean, what on earth is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'll share with you details of this letter today. You can decide for yourself. 3 big debates tonight. Debate number 1. Mediation did not fail. And we at Republic are saying tonight, with all the force at our command, reveal the Ayodhya truth. Debate number 2 tonight. The Congress party openly abuses saffron now. And debate number 3 at 10:30 tonight. Turbulence and now a tsunami. The Vadra Congress is fighting over Howdy. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. Mediation was not a failure. Sensational Sunni Waqf Board letter says all stakeholders were ready with a definitive settlement. Did the lack of time stall the Ayodhya settlement, or is there more than meets the eye?
भगवा वस्त्र पहनकर बलात्कार हो रहे हैं, मंदिरों में बलात्कार हो रहे हैं.
Disgusting comment by the Gandhi family aide. Congress party links rape to religion. What do saffron and temples have to do with it? Sonia shielding the serial offender tonight.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के संदर्भ में हम जो कहें इस पर कोई सामने प्रस्तुति करना शायद उचित नहीं होगा.
Howdy Modi splits the Vadra Congress. Top leaders ask Gandhis to stop negativity. And from calling it a show-off to saying hold the event in India, Houston blockbuster rattles the Vadra Congress. It's perhaps the closest that we have come to a settlement on Ayodhya. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a sensational twist to the Ayodhya dispute. One of the principal stakeholders, very important, the Sunni Waqf Board, has written in an official letter to the members of the mediation panel that a settlement had almost been reached. They say a definitive settlement was reached. They believe a final solution was possible if they just got 7 days more. Is that really possible? And if that is the case, if a settlement had been agreed on, why did the panel go on record and say that they had failed? Truly, it makes no sense. Now let's debate.
साथ लेके बनना चाहिए, वो ज़रूर बनेगी, मगर सबके सहमति से, सौहार्द से एक अच्छा माहौल तैयार हो जाएगा इससे.
With that spirit, Ayodhya mediators began talks with all stakeholders in Faizabad in the month of March. 45 days ago, we were told that the 155-day process has failed. On the debate tonight, we've accessed an explosive letter that says otherwise. On the 5th of September, the Uttar Pradesh Sunni Central Waqf Board, a key stakeholder in the Ayodhya case, wrote a letter to all three mediators asking them to resume talks. In the very first paragraph, the Sunni board reveals how mediators had almost resolved the issue and how parties had reached a definite settlement. The letter also goes on to say that if only 1 or 2 weeks more were available, a settlement would have come through. A sensational development when the Mandir Brigade is building the momentum.
सरकारकडनं आमची अपेक्षा आहे की जसं आपण 370 कलम हा मुद्दा कोर्टात किंवा इकडे तिकडे वाट न बघता आपल्या अधिकारामध्ये तो निर्णय घेतला, तसंच एक धाडसी पाऊल राम मंदिराच्या बाबतीत जरा केंद्राने उचलावं अशी आमची त्यांना अपेक्षा आहे आणि विनंती आहे.
नवंबर 15 के पहले फैसला आ जाएगी और फैसला इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट की निर्णय देखते हुए कि सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड का कोई अधिकार नहीं है.
In its letter, the Sunni Central Waqf Board also mentions how concrete terms of settlement were clearly spelt out during the mediation process. And if mediation begins again, it won't take long to finalize the issue. It's day 25 of the hearing in India's highest court. Tonight, the claim made by the Sunni board is being debated across the country. So Republic TV asks, if settlement was almost done, why wasn't it finalized? Should the mediation process start once again? And can both the hearing in the Supreme Court and the mediation continue parallelly? Let's debate.
Syed Ahmadul Hussaini, Syedul Qadri, my first question is to you. My question to you is simple. And please tell Sudhanshu Trivedi, we were told that the mediation panel has failed. We were told the matter will drag more because the mediation panel has failed. We were told that the Hindu and Muslim parties cannot come to an agreement. We were told they are fighting bitterly. We were told that a settlement is not possible and hence the matter goes back to the court. Now listen to me, Sudhanshu Trivedi. Every single citizen of this country wants an end to the Ayodhya dispute. Hashtag reveal Ayodhya truth. If a settlement had been reached, if an agreement had almost been reached, if the mediation had almost been completed, if the matter was almost resolved, mark my words, these are the words in the letter of the Sunni Waqf Board, then it is useless, Karthik Chopra, to say we don't believe in mediation. I mean, do you want a solution or not? Question is, the Supreme Court said there will be a panel and the panel will try to get a solution. Now it is apparent to me that the solution had been got, that the matter had been resolved, that a definite settlement had been reached. And now we were still told the matter had not been resolved, that the definitive agreement had not been reached, that the panel had been a failure. Why are people of India not being told the truth? The people of India have been waiting. We want an end to this. Some people want to drag this. Syed Ahmadul Hossaini or Syedul Qadri, you tell me.
Mr. Farooqi's
what on
letter,
earth is going on here?
This Mr. Farooqi's letter has to be seen in the context that in few days back he was giving some off-the-camera interview to some other media channel where he is making some or the other, headlines. And this is purely, actually, the UP governments, the officers, they are making such, statements where they are diluting the Muslims, title suit. They are trying to dilute. One time, the Sunni Waqf Board chairman comes in and he gives the off-the-camera interviews to some news channels. And on the other side, Shia Waqf Board chairman Wasim Razvi comes and he starts talking all these things. If really the settlement was so serious, then why the mediators was told, why they have not told to the Supreme Court? Surely, if they have single chance, 10% chance also to resolve the issue, they could have come forward and requested the Supreme Court for the extension. So I don't believe the Sunni Waqf Board chairman, Mr. Farooqi, let the court see all the evidences and decide on the title suit. We are saying from the beginning, it's basically a title suit.
The people of this country, the people of this country are being probably fooled. A statutory authority, Uttar Pradesh Sunni Central Waqf Board, has said an agreement was reached. Now, 1 minute. Let me explain this.
Why don't you ask the party who went to the court and ask the court to stop this?
Sir, I am asking you. I don't know. I am saying here today that there is something very strange.
Said that there is no headway to the mediation and that it must be stopped immediately. They went to the court, so they must answer that if there was a settlement and the matter was resolved absolutely.
Then we want to know the settlement.
Why did they reach to the court?
We want to know the settlement. No, I'm asking you.
But they should tell the settlement.
Sudhanshu Trivedi is on the debate right now. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Mr. Qadri, go on. 1 second. Sudhanshu Trivedi, ये क्या हो रहा है? आप लोग मुझे हमें सच बताइए, आप लोग कर क्या रहे हैं? क्या आप इसके बारे में जानते थे, Sudhanshu Trivedi? Did you know about it? That agreement all must be reached. And my question to you is,
नहीं, मुझे कोई जानकारी नहीं.
नहीं तो ये चिट्ठी क्यों लिखी गई?
But if at all what is being said is correct, then there is no problem. Any court proceeding going on doesn't bar anybody to have
If there is no problem, then end the matter.
There is no problem about that.
If there is no problem, then end the matter.
And everybody on the panel should also understand, Arnab, this is the case in which even after court judgment, there will be a requirement of settlement. क्योंकि जिस दिन जजमेंट आएगा तो कोई विजय जुलूस होगा तो कहीं पर मातम होगा तब भी सेटलमेंट की जरूरत पड़ेगी.
I don't understand.
What settlement? What kind of settlement you are talking about?
There is no settlement.
No settlement. I assure you there will be no settlement.
And as far as settlement is concerned, Mr. Amari, you know, when the first process of settlement is started in 1991 under Chandrasekhar government, why it failed? Because the Muslim
Syed Shafiullah Sahib
backed down. And you
Ahmad
know, when Sunni Waqf Board
I don't know about all this. I'm telling you, I have a I would like to get Syed Shafiullah Sahib, who's the president of the Indian Muslim Forum for Peace and Harmony, into the debate right now. Sir,
for any title suit
louder. I can't hear either. I'm making a
So
point.
that can also be a tactic to delay the matter.
I can hear you.
No.
I can hear
One
you,
minute. Syed Shafiullah Sahib.
Mr. Arnab, I am hearing.
Today is an extremely important and it's a controversial subject. And with the greatest respect to the Supreme Court of this country, the Supreme Court heard from the mediators that we have failed. The Supreme Court then must ask the mediators that if you had not failed, then why did you say that you had failed? If you had indeed been successful,
why did you say you failed?
No. If you had indeed been successful, then why didn't you say you were successful? And the other commonsensical thing is that if you're almost successful, if you've reached the agreement,
Letter.
no.
This is not the mediators that they have written this letter.
This letter is written to the mediators. Yes.
From the parties.
This letter is written to the mediators.
The mediator did not write. They just mentioned to the court that they got such a letter from these parties.
No, this is no. One second. Why would you write to the mediator? Why would anybody write to the mediators unless it was the truth?
See, Mr. Arnab,
The truth
you
is
have got a letter on which you are saying
besides Shafiullah.
that you
They
believe
shall come
that
and
it
tell
is
the
true.
country
That
why they have written the
you see,
letter.
I said I believe it is true.
The
Yeah.
mediation process has started on the direction of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Please note that the mediation process has been started with the direction of the Supreme Court. And whatever the mediation process, mediation committee, the three members have very clearly mentioned that they have failed, it has to be believed first. And any Sunni board writing a letter coming now into your knowledge, I don't think it can be believed. I don't think it could be true. If it is true, it should come from the committee.
No. Wasim Rizvi is also countering you.
How can I say so? Because it has come now. Why it has not come earlier when the Supreme Court has taken up the case for hearing? It should have been come at that time itself.
अर्नब जब देखिए अर्नब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इशू के ऊपर बहुत सीरियस आपने डिबेट की है आज के दिन। जो लेटर आज सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड का आपके पास आया है और आपने पूरे हिंदुस्तान को दिखाया है, लोग समझे या ना समझे, लेकिन ये बहुत अहम लेटर इसलिए है क्योंकि जब लास्ट मीटिंग मेरी जब मेरी मीडिएशन, देखिए मुझे बात अपनी कंप्लीट करने दीजिए प्लीज।
वो लेटर दिखाने से पहले
वसीम रिजवी है,
संबित पात्रा जी वो लेटर
नहीं वो वसीम रिजवी है, संबित पात्रा नहीं है, वसीम रिजवी। शिया वक्फ बोर्ड के वसीम रिजवी बोल रहे हैं। That is वसीम रिजवी। See, the thing is, Syed Shafiullah Sahib,
मैं अपनी बात कंप्लीट कर लूं, मैं शफीउल्लाह साहब मैं अपनी बात कंप्लीट कर लूं, उसके बाद आप बोल दीजिएगा, मुझे अपनी बात कंप्लीट कर ले दीजिए, बस हम आपसे 2-4 सेकंड का मौका लेंगे। जब मेरी लास्ट मीटिंग मीडिएशन कमेटी से हुई थी तो उसमें एक मेंबर ने, जब हम लोग बात कंप्लीट कर एक मेंबर ने हमसे खुद ये बात कही थी, कि हम मीडिएशन में समझौते के बहुत करीब हैं। और ये बात मुझे खुद जब शॉकिंग लगी जब कोर्ट में उन्हीं ने ये बात, मीडिएशन कमेटी की ये बात आई,
सैयद अहमद
मीडिएशन फेल हो गया। सवाल इस बात का उठता है
कादरी जी,
ये जब मीडिएशन कमेटी ने हमसे कुछ दिन पहले बात कही और सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड के चेयरमैन ने अब ये लेटर लिखा, तो इसका मतलब क्या होता है? कौन सा दबाव
साहब, आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ
वालों का
सियासी आखाओं को खुश करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। अगर वो अगर उनके पास अगर ऐसी बात,
मैं जो इस बात को समझाऊं, मैं इस बात को समझाऊं, दाढ़ी टोपी के जो मुल्ला है वो कभी नहीं चाहते ये मैटर सॉल्व हो, चाहे मीडिएशन से चाहे कोर्ट से। उन्हीं ने हमेशा इस पर तासुब फैलाया है और तासुब की
अरे आज ये मुहर्रम का महीना है, इमाम हुसैन अलैहिस्सलाम ने जो कि अपने सजदे नमाज के लिए अपने सर को कटा दिया, आप अपने आप को रजी कहते हैं और मस्जिद का सौदा करना चाहते हैं। आप
इमाम हुसैन की दलील आप दे रहे हो, वो करबला का वाकया था, किसी नाजायज जगह पर नमाज पढ़ने का वाकया नहीं था। ये जमीन हिंदुओं की जन्मभूमि है, यहाँ पर
शरीयत को बचाने का मसला था।
आप क्या बात करते हैं?
शरीयत को बचाने का मसला था, नमाज को बचाने का मसला था। इमाम हुसैन के गुलाम हैं हम, अपनी नमाज को खोने नहीं देंगे।
आप खून खराबा करा रहे हो या शरीयत को बचा रहे हो? आप शरीयत को बचा रहे हो, खून खराबा पे अब आता हो। फितना फसाद फैलाना हराम है।
ये जमहूरी
शरीयत को बचा रहे हो। वो जायज जमीन कैसे है? वो जायज जमीन कैसे है? ठीक है, मुल्क सबका है, लेकिन वो जमीन जायज कैसे है जहां भगवान राम के टेम्पल्स थे, मंदिर थे, उनको तोड़कर बाबर ने एक मस्जिद को बना दिया? कैसे जायज है वो? जब तक के 5 जगह पर वो मस्जिद हो ही नहीं सकता।
of India, many states have. If somebody is occupied for 20 years, they are being given the rights.
दंगे को
I'd like to invite now into the debate Swami Vishalanand also into the debate, please. Swami Vishalanand, we are on a controversial subject. One second, Mr. Kadri. One second, Syed Kadri, 1 minute. We are on an important point here. You see,
he is talking of Shariat in a democratic country. Arnab, you can see our patience.
Yes, of course. It is my democratic right to say about my religion, about my Shariat. I will raise my issues democratically.
No, it is not. It is not democratic right. He is talking of Shariat, of protecting his Shariat. You are living in a democratic country.
Shariat is my right.
These 17% people have been living in.
Mr. Ulkadri,
These handful of people are living in
every religion
this country
has the right.
peacefully.
Every person has the right.
And they do not have any respect towards Hindus. They are simply disrespecting Hindus by saying that in the month
I have full respect. I have full respect for every religion.
Mr. Kadri,
I have full respect for my Hindu brothers.
If they want to protect Shariat, they must go to Islamic Republic of Pakistan. They do not have any right to live in my country.
No.
This is a secular country.
This is my country. My country provides me these rights. We have sacrificed our lives for this country.
Swami,
they are testing. This is high time they are testing our patience, and they will see the time has come. The way this country has shown these people what we have done in Kashmir.
Calm down, everyone, please. Everyone on the screen, please.
Similarly, if these people were,
what you have done is you have gone unconstitutionally there, and the constitution provides the rights for religious to profess the religion, and if you deny that, then it means that it means you are challenging the constitution.
They are compelling us to take such a radical step.
मेरे rights पे है.
And Arnab, these people are going radical. They want to terrorize the entire country. They want to.
I am not at all. I respect every religion.
And you know,
I respect every religion.
No, but my question is, can I draw you back to the subject at hand? Can I draw you back to the subject at hand? Can I draw you back to the subject at hand today? The subject is extremely critical. I have always been of the view. Allow me to speak a word. Mr. Kadri, please 1 minute. And Swami ji, calm down. Swami ji, calm down. शांत हो जाइए स्वामी जी, मेरी बात सुनिए. मैं आवाज नहीं सुन पा रहा स्टूडियो में, जरा बढ़ा दे. मैं आपको एक बात कह रहा हूं. Listen to me, sir. Sir, listen to me. My question, what is my point today? And can I get 1 minute? Subui, I'm coming to you, but listen to it. It's a very sensitive subject, first of all. See, I have been of a view, Subhi, and everybody knows, I'm coming to you, Sudhanshu Trivedi and Deshratan Nigam, that if the matter can be solved through talks, then the matter should be solved. अगर बातचीत से मामला हल हो सकता है, तो हल कर दीजिए इसको. अरे भाई 150 साल और 150 साल, अभी 1000 साल आप इस मामले को खींचते रहेंगे, तो ये सियासी पुलाव, political biryani is going to be made out of this, nobody is going to gain. What I have found in this letter, why should either I am telling, are the Uttar Pradesh Sunni
हो रहा है,
क्या ये झूठ बोल रहे हैं?
रोटियां सेक रहे हैं.
नहीं, क्या ये झूठ बोल रहे हैं? Is the Sunni Waqf Board lying?
So mediators.
Sunni Waqf Board.
Mediators.
The Sunni Waqf Board is writing to the mediators. Mr. Syed ul Qadri.
These are political.
Syed ul Qadri, आप इस चीज को logically समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. Syed ul Qadri जी, अगर एक मिनट शाहिद साहब एक मिनट, मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि इफ अगर चिट्ठी, अगर मैं कहूं कि सुधांशु त्रिवेदी ने ऐसा कहा और अगर मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूं तो मैं वही बात सुधांशु त्रिवेदी को नहीं लिखूंगा। क्या मैं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी को ऐसा चिट्ठी लिख सकता हूं जिसमें लिखूं कि सुधांशु त्रिवेदी आपने ऐसा लिखा? अगर मैं झूठ बोलूंगा उनके बारे में तो तीसरे पक्ष को बोलूंगा। इफ आई एम गोइंग टू लाई अबाउट सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, आई विल लाई टू अ थर्ड पार्टी. Why will I tell Sudhanshu Trivedi that you had said this? Similarly, why will the Sunni Waqf Board write to the mediators that you had almost reached a settlement?
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाना चाहिए था.
नहीं, but अभी मामला ये
when the mediators have already informed Supreme Court को जब उन्होंने इन्फॉर्म कर दिया तो तब ये लेटर लीक करने का राज क्या है? आप ये बताइए.
सुबुई no, this is too much. आप लीक कह रहे हैं, मैं कह रहा हूं सॉल्व द मैटर. आप हर चीज को लीक नॉन लीक इसका क्या मतलब है? मैटर अगर सॉल्यूशन था तो सॉल्यूशन दीजिए. आप खींचना चाहते हैं इसको कादरी जी, मुझे लगता है
मीडिएटर्स अगर कहते हैं कि हम
अर्नब ये सीधा खींचना चाहते हैं, ये मसला
आप खींचना चाहते हैं
कि ये बातचीत से सॉल्व होने वाला नहीं है. ये लोग कुछ ना कुछ डीले टैक्टिक्स अपनाते रहेंगे क्योंकि इनकी नियत नहीं है, ये चाहते ही नहीं है कि वहां पे मंदिर बने. कादरी साहब इतने जानकार होकर यहाँ पे इमाम हुसैन का एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं. इनसे बोलिए कि अयोध्या में जाके देखे, जहां जिस मंदिर के खिलाफ आप लोग लड़ रहे हैं उसी अयोध्या में नूह अलैहिस्सलाम की दरगाह शान से खड़ी है, इस्लाम का झंडा लहराता है वहां पे. जिस देश ने आपके इस्लाम को, आपके कुरान को, आपकी शरिया को, आपके इमाम हुसैन को इज्जत दी, रिस्पेक्ट दी, एक उत्सव की तरह मनाया है आपके धर्म को, उस देश के कल्चर को प्रोटेक्ट करना तो दूर, आप लोग उसका नाश करना चाहते हैं. जब तक आप लोग इंट्रोस्पेक्शन नहीं करेंगे तब तक आप लोगों को जवाब नहीं मिलेगा. आपकी नैतिक जिम्मेदारी बनती है इस देश के कल्चर के लिए खड़ा होना. श्री राम इस देश के लिए सिर्फ भगवान नहीं है, इस भारत के लिए आइडियोलॉजी है, एक बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर है. जब हम बोलते हैं मर्यादित पुरुषोत्तम राम तो हम ये बोलते हैं कि इस देश के हर मर्यादित पुरुष को कैसा होना चाहिए. जैसे आपके लिए प्रॉफेट मोहम्मद हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की जो सुन्नतें हैं वो मैटर करती हैं कि मुसलमानों को ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसे हर भारतीय के लिए श्री राम मैटर करता है. अगर आप प्रॉफिट के लिए सड़कों पे आते हैं और आप अपने आप को भारतीय मानते हैं, जमहूरियत की बात करते हैं, डेमोक्रेसी सड़कों पे आना चाहिए, वरना आपकी तासुबियत साफ पता चल रही है कि आप भारत के साथ है ना, आप भारत की संस्कृति के साथ है. यहाँ पे बैठ के इमाम हुसैन का नाम लेके इस्लाम को
मैडम प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एवरी पर्सन, एवरी सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया हैज द फुल राइट. As per the Constitution, you need not have to become bossing to us. You need not have to boss us. You need not have to show any sympathy to us.
हमारी कंट्री की एग्जिस्टेंस का इशू है. मजहबी गैंग्स है इसके पीछे, सेक्युलर गैंग्स है इसके पीछे वो लोग हैं जिनकी कैलिफेट सिस्टम सेटअप करने की
वही गैंग ने मस्जिद तोड़ी है मैडम वही गैंग ने मस्जिद तोड़ी है.
कैलिफेट सिस्टम अप्लाई करने वाले लोग हैं.
ये आप अपना अपना प्रोपेगेंडा कर रही है. आप एक प्रोपेगेंडा करिए किसी के खिलाफ में, ये बात गलत है.
जैसे इन्होंने कश्मीर में
मेरा एक इस मुल्क के शहरी के नाते आई हैव द राइट व्हिच आई एम एक्सप्रेसिंग.
उम्मीद करके
दिस इज माय डेमोक्रेटिक राइट
बातचीत से बात
दैट आई हैव ए राइट टू एक्सप्रेस माय व्यूज.
स्ट्रांग एंड एक्सेप्शनल स्टेप्स must be taken by the government of this country क्योंकि ये हमारे देश के अस्तित्व को बचाने का मुद्दा है.
Please, you are supporting the gang which has demolished the masjid, madam.
No. One second. Sudhanshu Trivedi is back on the debate. Deshratha Nigam is back on the debate. Please understand.
I am not
Please understand. Limit yourself to the subject of the debate. Limit yourself. Sudhanshu Trivedi is on the debate right now. Sudhanshu is back.
That was a disputed structure. Rukiye, I want to ask to Mr. Qadri, how he is saying that is masjid?
Sudhanshu and Mr. Qadri.
Categorically
somebody come and jump in my house.
Structure. Never a masjid for you. Then you continuously say the disputed structure as masjid. This is sheer politics. You are playing in the hands of the gang. और मैं कादरी साहब से पूछना चाहता हूं, उन्होंने कहा 20 साल किसी के कब्जे में रहे तो हो जाती है. अरे तो 70 साल से बताइए वहां पे क्या है? वहां पे तो मंदिर है, पूजा हो रही है, और आपने शरीयत की बात कही.
अरे तो 500 साल की तो भी बात है ना. आप 500 साल की भी तो 500.
अरे सुनिए, जदीद कौमी रियासत एक कुफ्र है, उसके हिसाब से नेशन एक कुफ्र है. खलीफा उसके हिसाब से, शरीयत के हिसाब से दुनिया में मुसलमानों की एक ही रियासत, एक ही हुकूमत, वो है खलीफा, और बाकी सारी हुकूमतों को नेस्तनाबूद करना। अरे क्या बोल रहा हूँ, गलत बोल रहा हूँ क्या? बोलिए, है कि नहीं? बोलिए, डेमोक्रेसी मानी जाती है कि नहीं? तो कल के दिन आप कहेंगे मेरा तो धर्म नहीं मानता, तो डेमोक्रेसी को नहीं मानता।
आपको बोलना बहुत अच्छा आता है तो गलत भी बोल रहे हैं आप।
गलत नहीं, बिल्कुल बोलिए। ये बताइए, आपके हिसाब से एक ही हुकूमत होनी चाहिए कि नहीं? से नो।
अगर मीडिएशन की जरूरत है तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का है, मीडिएशन होना चाहिए।
To divert, and that's why when in Kashmir Zakir Musa says कि there is nothing like Kashmirian, ये इस्लामी खलीफत की लड़ाई है, and all of the people like you remain silent. Why remain silent? मुझे जवाब चाहिए। और आप कहते हैं मस्जिद की बात। अरे ये बताइए, आज मुसलमानों का,
अरे ये सब टेररिस्टों की बात मत कीजिए, बात कीजिए यहाँ की, ये दहशतगर्दों की बात हमसे मत कीजिए। हम सूफी लोग हैं, हम हक की बात करते हैं।
तामील की गई, आपने कोर्ट में कहा कि मस्जिद तामील की गई, और जब नीचे स्ट्रक्चर निकल आया तो आपने कहा नहीं नहीं नहीं, ईदगाह के ऊपर था, और जब खंबे निकल आए तो पीछे हट गए।
क्या आबादी थी, किसको मालूम है?
अरे ट्रांसलेशन का इशू बनाया, और जो हिस्टोरियंस आए उन्होंने कहा जी हम फारसी भी नहीं जानते, संस्कृत भी नहीं जानते, और ट्रांसलेशन में मामला फंसा के रखे। अरे जवाब चाहिए ना। 91 में बात हुई सेटलमेंट की, क्यों नहीं सॉल्व हुई? 94 में बात हुई, क्यों नहीं सॉल्व हुई?
130 करोड़ का मुल्क है,
क्यों नहीं सॉल्व हुई?
अगर हुकूमत चाहे
निकल आए थे, क्यों नहीं सॉल्व हुआ? जवाब
100 ट्रांसलेटर्स ला सकती, हुकूमत को करना चाहिए।
हाँ, यही तो मैं कह रहा हूं। अरे भाई ये बताइए, इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट ने बगैर ट्रांसलेशन के कर दिया था क्या? देन व्हाई अगेन द इशू ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन वाज रेज्ड इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट? आई वांट एन आंसर। तो आप कह रहे हैं कि इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट ने बगैर ट्रांसलेशन कर दिया। अब फिर
इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट का जो जजमेंट है वो तो स्ट्रेंज जजमेंट है। जब मंदिर मस्जिद की बात हो रही तो 3 हिस्से कैसे हो गए? निर्मोही अखाड़ा एक है, रामलला एक है।
अरे वही तो मैं कह रहा हूं।
अरे भाई हिंदू मुसलमानों में दोनों में बात हो रही है।
कार्तिक चोपड़ा
शबीयत ऑफ रामलला, निर्मोही अखाड़ा नहीं होता तो हिंदुओं का कोई पक्ष नहीं होता कोर्ट में इतने साल। निर्मोही अखाड़ा ही लड़ा है हिंदुओं के लिए। कौन कहता है निर्मोही अखाड़ा क्या है?
भाई मैं आपकी बात मानता हूं, वो निर्मोही अखाड़ा जब मंदिर के लिए अपना केस लड़ रहा था तो फिर तीसरा फरीक क्यों बना?
वो कोर्ट को तय करने दीजिए ना, आप क्यों तय करते हैं इसका? हमारा ये कहना है,
बात तो लॉजिकल कीजिए ना।
खुद सुप्रीम कोर्ट को कहा है कि वो फेल हो गए हैं, तो आज
Why should I believe it? Why should I believe it? Kartik Chopra, I'm back on the debate. Everyone's on the screen. Kartik, listen to me. Kartik, be logical about it. Kartik, be logical about it. 1 minute. Kartik Chopra, let me ask you one thing. Kartik Chopra, let me ask you. Let me simplify it. Let me simplify it. Give me a minute. I know that. Give me a minute. Taslim Rahmani, be quiet. Reduce the volume. My question is this, viewers, we need to sit down today and think. What on earth is going on? Were you not told that a solution is not possible through mediation? Were you not told that a solution is not possible through talks? Did you not? No. Kartik, listen. Kartik, listen to me. Kartik, today, if you are one of the parties, if you write a letter to the mediation panel saying that we reached a solution, then should I disbelieve you? You don't want to believe the reality, a solution.
So the mediation panel,
that panel is over.
No. I want to hear Kartik. I don't think the job of the mediation panel is over.
Right through the mediation process, right through the mediation process, we asked for direct dialogue with the Sunni Waqf Board. It never happened. In Supreme Court, our lawyers also asked for it during the mediation process. It never happened. The mediation process then went, the panel went and said, we have failed. So the issue is over. Now our arguments.
Maybe there's some pressure on the mediation panel.
We have a very limited period of time.
No, but maybe there's pressure on the mediation panel.
Today, the Honorable Court asked all our lawyers, please hear me.
Karthik,
the Honorable Court asked all
listen.
our lawyers, how much time do you need? Arnab, please wait.
Karthik, you have to listen to me.
How much time do you need to
Karthik,
present
listen
your
to me.
arguments
Be
fully?
fair, be fair.
Mediation panel got 155 days in which they sat for a few days. The Honorable Supreme Court has a very little period of time to hear our arguments. This is a huge case. We all require a certain amount of time to place our arguments. Please don't delay anymore. If the Honorable Constitutional Bench would like to talk directly to the Waqf Board and the Nirmohi Akhada, we are ready to place ourselves before them. But before no other panel.
So no, one minute. So you are saying
our case and hearings
you are saying therefore 1 minute. You are saying, I want to get a response from Ahmad Ayaz on this. You are saying that the Sunni Waqf Board is a bunch of liars, that they are lying. You are saying they are lying that there was ever a solution which was reached.
I am not commenting at all on what the Sunni Waqf Board is going.
Why not?
I am only going by what the mediation panel said.
We don't say that.
Ahmad Ayaz.
Arnab, we don't say that they are liars, but I say that we have been saying right from beginning that solution through bilateral or with mediation is not possible. Just because the communities itself need to come to a consensus within themselves first, which is itself a big challenge. Communities to come together within themselves, and then between Muslims and non-Muslims coming together is again a challenge. So as such, then the political voice is raising, and then the individual leadership coming in. So as such, it ever looked to be a difficult task, and that's why we had said right from the beginning that it cannot be
have clearly said no more panels.
By anybody.
No, 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, now everyone in, please. 1 second. Ahmad Ayaz, Deshratan Nigam. Deshratan Nigam. Can I? I want to simplify this again. You're making it technical. Viewers, I want to speak to you. Viewers, I find all of this very strange. Those who claim to be at the forefront of the construction for a Ram temple at Ayodhya have been at the forefront of questioning the anti-Mandir brigade for any delay, any derailment. Why are they not raising some pertinent questions now? Fact is, if a possible compromise is reached and the Sunni Waqf Board chairman is talking about it, are you not curious to know what that solution was? I'm curious. I may not agree with it, but I want to know भाई agreement हुआ क्या था, मुझे बताइए तो. मैं भी भारतीय हूं, मैं भी देश का नागरिक हूं, मैं भी जानना चाहता हूं कि agreement हुई क्या थी. देशरतन जी बोलिए. आज मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूं.
और कोई तो बोल ही नहीं रहा है agreement.
Arnab, I have an opinion on this if you please allow me.
सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड के अलावा और कोई नहीं बोल रहा है इस बात को. पैनल बोल चुका है, मीडिएशन पैनल की कोई एग्रीमेंट नहीं हुआ. जब तक एग्रीमेंट साइन ना हो जाए तब तक कोई एग्रीमेंट नहीं होता. वो पैनल खत्म हो चुका, अब वो मीडिएटर भी नहीं है. ये बड़ा, you have to be very careful. There are no more mediators in this case. To write a letter to them has no meaning at all, because that they have become functus officio now. They are not even, they cannot even write to Supreme Court right now. So the matter, all the parties have to say that they reached the agreement.
Because there are not many voices involved, not many people involved. I don't think they will be in a position to take the committee along for the decision.
Everyone
need to take within the committee as to what needs to be done.
अर्नब प्लीज देखिए, आपने जो बोला कि प्रेशर हो सकता है मीडिएशन पैनल पे, मैं उसकी पॉसिबिलिटी को 100% डिनाई नहीं कर रही, लेकिन प्लीज जो ये स्टेटमेंट बोल रहे हैं, जो ये लेटर लिख रहे हैं, उनकी बैकग्राउंड और हिस्ट्री भी देखिए कि वो कितने सालों से कभी ट्रांसलेशन के नाम पे, कभी तबियत खराब के नाम पे, कभी किसी चीज के नाम पे डीलिंग टैक्टिक्स अपनाते आए हैं. ठीक है, वो डायरेक्टली झूठ नहीं बोल सकते लेटर में, लेकिन मैनिपुलेट तो कर सकते हैं फैक्ट्स को. आई एम 100% श्योर दैट दे आर जस्ट मैनिपुलेटिंग द फैक्ट्स जस्ट टू डिले द मैटर फर्दर. किसी भी तरह से ये टले मामला आगे.
So what you're saying is, Subui, what you're saying is, Subui, what you're saying is, and I'd like to get Tausif and everyone in on this. No, what you're saying is because the matter, you're saying that because the matter is going to be resolved in court in the next few days or weeks maybe, that's why the Sunni Waqf Board has come in right now and spoken about this as a delaying tactic.
Just trying to delay,
whatever you want to say over there. If you really want an early early resolution to the dispute. I doubt that you want an early resolution to the dispute. You are coming and shouting on TV. Why don't you go before the Supreme Court and say whatever you want to say over there? Because the mediators panel has been dissolved. It is the Supreme Court who will decide what has to be done to the case. Go and say it before the Supreme Court. We all want an early resolution. Those who do not want an early resolution will never go to the Supreme Court, and they will only sit on TV and shout. You see, go to the Supreme Court. I'm asking you, take the letter and go to the Supreme Court. Say it to the court that this is what is happened. Has happened.
Address your letter directly to the Honorable Constitutional
Why
Bench.
don't we just
tell me one thing.
If you feel that you're willing to give up in our favor, please go ahead.
Karthik, listen.
Yes.
Listen to me. I have another solution to this matter. I am nobody to suggest solutions, but we are all part of a conversation. Tell me one thing, Sudhanshu Trivedi. Listen to me carefully, Sudhanshu Trivedi. Sudhanshu Trivedi, you can have both. Syed Shaifullah Sahib. Syed Shaifullah Sahib, I can't hear you in the studio for some reason, but I'm just asking this question to Sudhanshu. I'm asking the question to Sudhanshu Trivedi, that Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please tell me, why can't you have both day-to-day hearings and a mediation panel? Whatever is successful is fine. If after all these years it takes 7 more days of a mediation panel, let them try.
In my very first statement.
Now you are sure that
though both these activities are mutually exclusive, there is no bar.
Now all of you are sure about
the negotiation for settlement cannot go on. If they are saying that this is a matter of a week or two, why they can't have a dialogue still? There is no problem. But what Subui has said, if you look at the perspective, look at the history. Arnab, you know from where it started. It started at the time of Govind Ballabh Pant. 1949, settlement was not reached. In 61, again the settlement was not reached. In 1976, when archaeological excavation was there and the 8 pillars were found, settlement was not reached. In 1988, at the time of Veer Bahadur Singh, when Bharat Mata Ekatma Rath were going on, the settlement was not reached. In 91, at the time of Chandrasekhar, there was an official dialogue at the level of the Prime Minister. The settlement was not reached. During Narasimha Rao, settlement was not reached. During Vajpayee's time, 2002, Shila Pujan ka bhi ek hua tha, us samay patthar leke gaye the PMO ke OSD. Settlement was not reached. In 2010, there was an opportunity after the High Court judgment. The settlement was not reached. Suddenly the issue of translation comes. Suddenly some other issue comes. So if you look at the perspective, there is a very significant doubt which seems to be it as a part of a strategy with an defeat of the court of the law. That's my presumption and suspicion also. अरे साहब हम आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं, अच्छा बताइए कादरी साहब, जब कोर्ट में मामला था तो कोर्ट ने कहा था दोनों पक्ष अपने हिस्टोरियंस ला सकते हैं. आप हिस्टोरियंस का नाम बता सकते हैं जो बाबरी मस्जिद एक्शन कमेटी की तरफ से गए थे? मैं बता सकता हूं जो राम मंदिर की तरफ से गए थे. आप उनके नाम बता दीजिए, आप बताइए ना. फैक्चुअल बात हुई थी तो कोर्ट ने कहा था दोनों साइड अपने हिस्टोरियंस ले आए प्रूफ करने के लिए. कैन यू नेम the 5 historians which appeared on behalf of Babu?
अब जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट अपना फैसला सुनाने वाला है तो ये सियासी लीडर
all the 5 historians have very peculiar feature now. None of them are archaeologists. So anybody who can say anything with authority on excavation, nobody was knowing Farsi, nobody was knowing Sanskrit, so nobody was in a position to say with authority what is written in the document. From our side, Mr. Dover was there, SP Gupta was there, Devendra Swarup was there, Dr. Harsha was there. They were knowing Farsi, Sanskrit, both. They were having the archaeology. That's why they were unable to face the facts of the court of the law. From there, the denying practice started.
Taslim Ramani, I want to say one thing to you now. Mr. Ramani, listen to me, I'm speaking to you. Mr. Taslim Ramani, my point is to you. Swami Vishalanand, I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing to Taslim Ramani, and you can respond to that. Swami Vishalanand, I want to tell Taslim Ramani and people like him, you can do what you want now. Mediation panel or court. In a few weeks, you are going to see a final settlement of the Ayodhya dispute. And people like you, after the settlement, either through court or otherwise, you will be quiet, you will not question it, you will not make provocative comments, otherwise people like you should have to be put in jail then.
They are frustrated because they have seen that their argument has been demolished by the Muslim parties in the court. They are very well aware of that what will be the outcome of this case. That's why they have moved to the mediation.
Kartik Chopra!
They will simply
That's why the
Kartik Chopra!
And they are here to
Kartik Chopra!
Whatever arguments, Mr. Rahmani, whatever arguments are being placed in court are sub judice right now. Please don't comment on whose argument is stronger or not stronger. That is a matter for the honorable bench to decide. Our point is that if the Waqf Board has something to say, let it write directly or let its lawyers place this in front of the constitutional bench. If the constitutional bench would like to talk to the Nirmohi Akhada and the Sunni Waqf Board, we are ready. We will not go and appear before any other dissolved panel anymore. Please listen to something logical.
You are showing your frustration by
the
using
court
such
will
kind
decide,
of tactics.
Mr. Rahmani.
Now you want to delay.
Please don't comment on what is sub judice. We have not even finished our arguments as yet. We have not even finished our arguments, our rebuttal, nothing as yet.
Well, Swami Vishalanand and everyone,
Happening in court. Why don't you
I will only say one thing at the very end. Whether through we must find out whether the mediators had come to a solution. If nothing else, for our curiosity. But what does all of this tell us? What all of this tells us, you and me, all of us, is that now the Ayodhya dispute will be over in the year 2019. And after that, people like Mr. Rahmani will have to be quiet, bow their heads down, and accept whatever comes through mediators or through the direct intervention of the court. End of story. End of story.